Welcome to another exciting episode of Bowling Showcase, the only show to bring you everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world, Metro Detroit. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and with me is my co-host, Stephanie Penkson. Welcome, Stephanie.
Hi, Mark, and welcome to you at home to our December edition of Bowling Showcase. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we're happy you took the time out of your busy holiday season to tune in and watch us.
We'd also like to thank our host center for this month's show, 5 Star Lanes in Sterling Heights.
And later on in the show, Mark and a special guest will show us around this family-friendly bowling center. Well, Mark, we have a packed episode this month, so let's get to it.
That's right, Stephanie. It's been a busy and exciting time at MD-USBC and right here at Bowling Showcase. We hope you enjoyed our very first Youth Challenge Tournament series of episodes, which just concluded.
What an exciting series of matches. We'd like to thank all the bowling centers, coaches, team members, and all the family and friends who came out to cheer the bowlers on. It was fun, exciting, and highly competitive.
And we'd like to congratulate the youth teams from the Blue Ribbon Bowling Group, Oak Lanes, Mayflower Lanes, and our champions, Cherry Hill Lanes North. It was a real pleasure watching our youth bowlers compete with such enthusiasm, skill, teamwork, competitiveness, and in the end, good sportsmanship. What great ambassadors for our sport.
And many of these youth bowlers have also been competing in the MD-USBC Youth Tournament that's been going on over the last month.
That's right, Stephanie. So let's head over to Century Bowl in Waterford and look in on some competition of the 2016 MD-USBC Youth Championship on Bowling Showcase.
So today we have well over 200 bowlers coming in here to bowl team event, doubles, and singles, and they're all vying for scholarship points in their respective divisions. We all have divisions that are separated by average, not by age, so it's great. We could have 16-year-olds bowling with 8-year-olds. It's a fantastic event, and it's a lot of fun, not to mention the scholarships.
Well, I'm here today. My son is competing in the tournament, and we as a family just love bowling. It is a sport that we all embrace. I'm also here as a coach to the Wayne Bowl League. And so to us, it's a family outing. It is something that bonds us together. It's an activity. It's something that we can get out of the house and physically, mentally work on our game together.
Our youth bowlers are the future of the sport for us. And so getting them used to bowling in tournaments and getting them used to the competition is one of the things that will help them to elevate themselves as adult bowlers. In addition, it gives them an opportunity to compete in an arena where it's safe for them. They're not bowling for money, they're bowling for opportunities, and they're getting an idea of what it's like to kind of have the ups and downs of tournament competition.
Well, as a coach and have watched many of these kids growing up in the bowling alley, it is very important for the sport of bowling and to combine this with education, because in bowling there's many scholarships that can be awarded to these youth bowlers.
Congratulations to all the youth bowlers who are participating in this year's tournament. As we say, youth are the future of our sport, and the sport of bowling looks to be in good hands.
And hopefully they will continue to have a lifelong love of the game and continue to compete throughout their adult lives.
Much like the participants of our next story, who after many years of bowling are still competing at the highest level of our sport. Let's take a look at these seasoned bowlers, the Super Senior Masters at Thunderbowl Lanes. Historic Thunderbowl Lanes in Allen Park was the setting for this season's Super Senior Masters Tournament, and they were proud to host this prestigious event, with bowlers over the age of 60 battling out for the $1,200 top prize. Defending champion George Humphrey was the top qualifier with a 5-game total of 12.02. Bowling through a lingering injury, he lost his first 2 matches and was eliminated early in match play. Charles Richardson Jr. of Southfield qualified 6th with a total of 11.26. He moved into match play and remained all day in the winner's bracket with wins over John Sisko, Ron Fortin, 2014 champion Greg Cohen, and Robert Mishaw. Mishaw of Detroit qualified 5th with a total of 11.61. He bowled equally strong games in the winner's bracket. He had victories over Carl Harden, Mitch Jabzinski, and Jeff Suma, His fourth match in a winner's bracket was against Charles Richardson Jr., eventually getting knocked to the loser's bracket when Richardson won the match 239 to 170. But Mishaw was undisturbed by getting bumped to the loser's bracket and fired off another powerful performance by beating Jebzinski for the second time to propel him to the championship match. That gave him the opportunity to avenge that previous loss to Richardson. Both men went into the final round with all the skill and competitiveness they could muster. As much as a feat of endurance as well as technical prowess, both bowlers battled it out frame by frame. Knowing that he needed 2 wins over his opponent to become champion, Mishaw bowled like a man on a mission, finally beating Richardson 225 to 182 and forcing a final match. Richardson bowled consistently all day, but it was Mishaw with his eyes on the final prize, who took over the match and eventually won 213 to 188 to take home the title of Super Senior Masters Champion.
Well, you bowled great. You qualified 5th. You stayed in the winner's bracket until Charles kind of knocked you down a little bit, but you came back and got him, didn't you?
Yeah, I wasn't actually bowling against Charles. I never bowled against my opponents. I bowled against the lanes. So that way we stay on friendly terms.
Now, there was also a special competition open to non-qualifiers over the age of 70. These matches, they were just as competitive and exciting as the Masters. Bill Haynes of Rochester Hills won the competition with a 211 to 154 win over George Reeves of Detroit. Congratulations, gentlemen. It was a great day of bowling. Congratulations to Super Senior Masters champion Robert Mishaw on his impressive performance.
And congratulations to William Haynes for winning the special competition for non-qualifiers over the age of 70.
Now, if you want to see the final 3 rounds of competition from the Super Senior Masters, every shot, every frame, you can find that video on Bowling Showcase YouTube channel or at mdusbc.com. Okay, it's time for us to take a little break, but stick around and we'll be right back with more bowling action right here on Bowling Showcase.
DeCarlo's Banquet Center in Warren is one of the finest full-service catering centers in Southeast Michigan with 7 banquet rooms. It's the perfect place to host your next event. We're known for offering great food and exceptional customer service along with affordable prices. From birthday and graduation parties to weddings, showers, corporate and church events, we provide elegance you can afford and the flexibility to meet all your needs. Our menus start at just $9.75 per person. Call DeCarlo's Banquet Center today to schedule your next special occasion.
Owning and operating a bowling center is a unique business, and no one knows it like Sandy Hansel and Associates. We've been buying, selling, and valuing bowling centers for over 30 years. We've sold over 500 centers and valued more than 1,200 centers throughout the United States and Canada. We often assist the purchaser in securing financing, obtaining your liquor license transfer, and avoiding potential pitfalls unique to this business. Trust your next bowling center transaction to Sandy Hansel and Associates, bowling's only full-service broker, appraiser, and financial advisors. Visit us at sandyhansel.com. Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We support USBC certified league and tournament competition. We provide 11 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com.
Welcome back. Now it's time to take a look around our host center for this evening, 5 Star Lanes in Sterling Heights, and hear about all they have to offer. Take it away, Mark.
Okay, well here we are at 5 Star Lanes. Hey Rick, how you doing?
Hi Mark, how are you? Welcome to 5 Star Lanes. Glad to have you.
So tell us a little bit about 5 Star. How long have you been here?
We've been here since 1978. My father Sam and his brother Frank had a couple centers out in the Plymouth area. They wanted to expand into a growing area. They came out to Sterling Heights, found this property, and I guess it's all history since then.
Well,
September of '78. We've been going strong ever since.
You got a great center here. You got 50 lanes. You got a big league on the floor tonight. Here you got a nice sports bar.
We have two nice bars. We have our big bar down here. We have a nice little sports bar at the high end. And if you'd like, we go take a look at it.
Let's go take a look.
All right.
Oh, Rick, you got a nice little comfy place here.
Yep, this is our cozy little quickie bar, as we like to call it.
Okay. And decorations for Christmas.
Stacy got us all set up for Christmas, so it goes well with our deer heads during hunting season, and things are looking good.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is our little home away from home.
Nice, real nice. So here you got some great food here too.
We do have some pretty decent food, you know. It is kind of bowling alley food, but it's a step above.
Yeah, but you know, when I got here today, what were you doing?
I was making dough.
Making dough, and that's not money, that's dough.
That's dough. That's pizza dough.
That's right, pizza dough. So let's go check it out.
All right, sounds good.
Well, Rick, you got a nice little quaint area here. It's not your typical snack bar.
No, we try to think of it as a step above, you know. Counter seating, booth seating back over here.
Nice.
We did this beautiful tropical mural this past summer.
Beautiful.
That has a lot of family history involved in it, so that's kind of a really neat thing that we come in here and, you know, and kind of get an old family feel, you know. Look back through the history of our family a little bit.
Here you got a nice pro shop here.
We do have a pretty nice pro shop. Top Shelf did a nice job coming in and renovating what we had, and they're doing pretty well out of there, and he has some great offerings. John has some really good people doing drilling for him. They do some really nice work.
Well, let's go check it out.
Sure, sounds great.
Okay, Rick, you nice pro shop here. Who's this guy?
Mr. John Putty, Top Shelf Pro Shop.
John?
Hi, John.
Good to see you.
Pleasure.
So, John, what do you got going on in here? Obviously, you can get just about anything, right?
Anything from beginners to professionals, we take care of everybody. We've been part of 5-Star for about 4 years now.
4 or 5 years?
4 or 5 years now. We've done really nice here.
Great place here. Thanks for showing us around.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming by.
You bet. Now, Rick, that kind of wraps up our show here. Got any parting words before I actually exit this place?
You know, it's a pleasure, you know, working with you and following your program and trying to stay up with all the good things you guys are bringing to the bowling community. I think what you guys are doing great. It is great, and hopefully it will benefit everybody from right down from the basic youth bowlers right up through, like he says, through the pros, through the colleges, and filter into the bowling centers themselves. You know.
Well, once again, thank you very much for having us.
Thanks, Mark.
Happy holidays,
thank
and
you. It's my pleasure.
We'll see you next year
all right,
too.
Sounds great.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mark, and a big thank you to 5-Star Lanes for hosting this episode. Now it's time to tell you about some upcoming tournament events so you can enter and bowl against the best around.
January continues the exciting upcoming MD-USBC tournament season. The MD-USBC Women's Series continues on January 8th at Super Bowl in Canton. This is the third of 5 scratch events designed for women bowlers to hone their skills on keen competition. The MD-USBC Masters will take place at Bowl 1 Lanes in Troy. 10 games of qualifying on the weekend of January 21st and 22nd will determine who makes it to match play and join defending champion John Nolan in the quest of this prestigious title. Sponsored by Turbo Grips and Turbo Tech. Match play takes place on January 28th and 29th. This title is coveted by all outstanding MD-USBC bowlers, and you can try your hand at it too. The MD-USBC Senior Masters will be at Regal Lanes in Warren. 6 games of qualifying is on February 11th, with the top players joining defending champion Terry Bielkowski in match play starting on February 12th. This event is sponsored by Turbo Grips and Turbo Tech. Every bowler over 50 would like to have this title on their resume. The MD-USBC Women's and Open Championships, the City Tournament, is hosted at Cherry Hill Lanes in Dearborn Heights. Action starts February 11th and runs each weekend through March 12th. Competition is team, doubles, and singles events. For a very reasonable cost of only $25 per person per event, you could be the next city champion. Don't forget to pick up the latest copy of Bowling Showcase News, the monthly magazine with all the bowling news that's fit to print in the bowling capital of the world is available at all MD USBC bowling centers. Get yours today.
Remember, all our tournament information can be found at mdusbc.com. Okay, next it's time to boost your bowling IQ with Metro Detroit Bowling and Resource Center's Gold Coach, Lou Marquez.
Welcome back to another episode of Raising Your Bowling IQ. I'm Coach Lou Marquez. I'm here with Tim, who took advantage of a call out that we had about learning more about his physical game. We're going to look at some issues that he has, work on his game, and kind of identify some problems that he may have that you may have at home. So let's get started and let's work with Tim. All right, so a couple of things that I'm seeing, that are needing to be addressed in your physical game are definitely some things in posture. Timing is one of them. You've got good traits, really, really good traits. Very athletic, movement through the technique. Love that. Leading with the left arm, that's very modern today. That's very, very good. We want to keep those components of your physical game, but some of the things that we definitely want to address is the start, it's the balance at the end, and also why does it feel that way? So Tim, one of the things that are important to balance is having a good footing and control of your upper body posture and lower body posture. And a lot of us, when we take a shot, sometimes when we plant and then release the ball, our trail leg, which is really more geared for counterbalance, isn't necessarily active. It's not in use. So sometimes we end up with the leg up in the air and our upper body too far forward, trying to reach out for the target. Sometimes that inertia of the movement of the swing can force our body off balance. What we have to do is learn how to actually control this right side of our body. In your case, right-handed, right side, leg. We need to control this and keep this more lower to your center of gravity, more lower to the ground. So one of the things that I want to illustrate for you is, what does it feel like, first off, to have good posture, okay? So a couple of key things that we look for in our technique is that we want to have a good sense of alignment of the upper torso. Body slightly leaning forward, torso kind of in the head, kind of over the knee and over the toe. That's one thing, all right? Never too far forward or too far back. That's important. The other thing too is a clearing of the hip, moving the right side of the body freely away so that you allow room for the swing to come through. Okay? This alignment and posture, being firmly planted to the ground, allows more distribution of your body weight, which can now help you control that shot. Okay? So let's get into this finish position, simulating what I just demonstrated. And what we want to do is get you slide foot obviously facing forward. We're going to take our right knee and just kind of place it behind our left knee. And we're going to take that toe, that right side foot and toe, and allow it to get wide enough so it gets some room here, okay? And we allow our upper body and torso to be over our knees, so we want to be here. There you go. Good. So we're going to move this a little bit further back. Good. And we're going to use our opposite arm for balance. So we've got a counterbalance here, active, and we've got the posture of the body in good position. So when we take a shot, we can take advantage of that good follow-through that you have.
I feel more balanced already.
You feel more balanced already from there. So that's our goal for now. We're going to try to simulate that idea. So when we take a shot, instead of that trail leg going up, we're going to try to keep that lower posture down. So we've got to come around and take this right leg and get into a habit of sweeping that into the lane and moving it into that finish position. Okay? Yeah, there you go. Good.
I think I bend over too far also.
Exactly, and all of these little things can help to kind of, if we can get those in control, we can help to control the accuracy.
Excellent.
Let's try it with the ball now next. Good shot.
That felt better.
Looked better. Wow, that was amazing.
It feels great.
It feels great?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Feel
awesome.
balanced, feel in control.
that was kind of one of the things that you asked for.
Yes, it
So
was.
these are things that definitely we want to improve upon, so you know how to work on them. Gave you some ideas how to use tools at home to kind of help
Right.
you with this. So I can only see your game going up from here. So
Great.
Great.
I'm ready.
Well, thanks for coming out and watching. We're going to work with Tim next month on another great tip for you guys at home. Thanks for watching. Do you need help raising your bowling IQ? Come and visit us at Metro Detroit Bowling and Resource Center. Until next time, I'm USBC Gold Coach, Lou Marquez.
Thanks, Lou. We'll boost your bowling IQ with more tips, tricks, and techniques in next month's show. It's time to take another little break, but we'll be right back with more Bowling Showcase after these messages.
The Bowling Centers Association of Michigan is a nonprofit trade organization that protects, promotes, and advances the interest of its members and member centers. It is the only association in Michigan affiliated with the Bowling Proprietors Association of America. Benefits include group purchasing programs, tournaments, annual convention and trade show, education seminars, and legislative representation. Interested in becoming a member? Contact Bo Gergen at 989-600-0992 or visit mibowl.com. The Michigan State USBC Women's Bowling Association provides recognition and tournament competition to all levels of women bowlers. Competition include Women's State Tournament, this year in Bay City, State Queens in Holly, and the Midwestern Women's Tournament in Dayton, Ohio. Recognition includes First Time 300 game and First Time 600, 700, and 800 series. Visit MichiganWBA.com for entries for these tournaments and more information on women's bowling. Welcome back. You know, one of the highlights of every MDUSBC season is the season-long Women's Series events. There are 5 events with all bowlers in each event earning cup points. At the end of the season, the top 15 point earners compete in the RIP 10 Invitational, and a Series Cup winner is crowned. The Women's Series is always highly competitive with the best women bowlers participating. So here we go. Let's take a look at the first Women's Series event of the Cup season from Mayflower Lanes in Redford, right here on Bowling Showcase. The first Women's Series event of the new season was held at Mayflower Lanes in Redford. This was the first of 6 Women's Series events for the bowling season and is open to any woman bowler. 32 women bowled in the 4-game qualifying round, with the top 8 moving on to match play. The day's top qualifier was Jenna Law of Milford with 983 on games of 244, 266, 279, and 194. As match play ensued, the bowlers pushed each other, with a little help from favorable lane conditions, with competitive and close matches. Natalie Mescal, who shot a 258 in her last qualifying game to make the cut and qualify 4th, continued to will herself through match play with great skill and sheer determination. Once in match play, she beat Blair Blumenscheid of Columbus 236 to 233 when Blumenscheid missed a 10-pin to open the door for Mescal to strike out in the 10th frame and win. Mescal then defeated Haley Lundy of Windsor 266 to 198 to advance to the final match. But who would her opponent be? It was none other than superstar bowler and former Cup champion Lisa Bishop of Redford, who stood in Mescal's way to a final victory. Bishop, who missed all of last season's Women's Series due to injury, was bound and determined to reestablish herself as a top contender in this year's series. Still dealing with a lingering injury, she qualified 7th with 906. In match play, she seemed to really find her game and beat Sandy Schultz 268 to 217. She then beat defending Cup champion Ochepik 227 to 217 to move into the finals. The final match was everything the crowd could hope for, with 2 highly skilled and competitive bowlers both challenging each other right to the last frame. Strike for strike, pin count for pin count, neither lady giving up a pin to the other. Battling through her injury, Bishop, the seasoned pro that she is, hunkered down and pushed herself to make her shots count when she needed it most. In the end, she beat Mescal 236 to 231 to win the first women's series event of the season and proving to herself and others that she's back in top form.
Okay, we're here with Lisa Bishop. Lisa, you're back. Lisa Bishop, the winner of this month's women's series. You battled a little injury last year and are a little bit this year, so what's your key to success today?
I think it's just all the gut. I got that from my dad. You know, he taught me never to quit, and I miss bowling, and I wanted to get back. We have the best women bowlers in the state of Michigan here bowling in this tournament, and they make me strive to get better, so I just wanted to get back in that atmosphere.
Well, it was a great, successful debut for you after a year's absence from the women's series. Congratulations, and we're really glad to have you back.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for everyone at MDU-SBC. Thank you so much.
Natalie, you bowled really good all day. That ninth frame in that final match was a little bit of a killer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just kind of got too fast and pulled the ball a little bit, so it's okay.
Other than that, you bowled great. I'm glad to see you here. Glad to see you back. The women's series is back again for this season.
I'm very excited about it. I plan to bowl all of them this year.
Congratulations to Lisa Bishop for her impressive win in this season's first women's series event. Welcome back, Lisa, after battling injuries for the past year. Now you can watch the entire winning match, every strike, spare, and frame, unedited on mdusbc.com or on our YouTube channel, Bowling Showcase. We've come to the end of another episode. We'd like to wish everyone a safe and happy holiday season. And remember, starting in January, we'll bring you head-to-head single-game elimination matches with our Bowling Showcase Challenge Edition.
Watch as 16 teams from various bowling centers fight it out in the second season of our Challenge Edition. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And it all starts January 7th on Bowling Showcase.
And remember, you can always send your comments or contact us at bowlingshowcase@gmail.com or join our Facebook and YouTube channel.
And you can watch rebroadcasts of this show and more at mdusbc.com. For my co-host Stephanie Penksa, I'm Mark Martin, and we'll see you next time on Bowling Showcase.